Hello everyone, I hope your weekend is going great. Thank you so much for joining me. This is Tina. Today I get to share with you a project for Spellbinders using the Glimmer Hot Foil Club Kit of the month for March 2019. Now this is the kit and there is tons packed in this kit this month. I have a piece of a magnet here I wanted to share with you. You not only get the Glimmer plate here, but you get coordinating dies that will die cut out that beautiful wreath. You get two of them, so if you want to die cut out the complete wreath, you could, or if you just wanted to do the outline of the wreath, you could die cut that out. But you get the two pieces here along with the Glimmer plate. Super beautiful. There's florals on there, there's leaves, it's just beautiful. You also get three little Glimmer plates that are flowers. And then you get a couple foliage pieces, and then a little leaf, and then two feathers. Super pretty, and all of these are sized to scale that you can layer on the wreath. It's just beautiful. But this month's kit is neat because you get coordinating dies that will die cut out each one of the elements. And I love when there's coordinating dies because it just makes things a lot easier. So you get 9 Glimmer plates in total. And then you get 10 of the coordinating dies. Now also you always get a roll of Glimmer Hot Foil. This month you get green. It's a beautiful shimmery green, perfect for St. Patrick's Day actually. So we're going to be using that for our green leaves and foliage for our card today. Now I'm going to bring in my Glimmer Hot Foil machine and I'm going to turn it on, let it warm up. And we're going to create a card using that beautiful wreath. Now I thought I would take the green foil and we're going to foil the wreath with it. I'm just going to trim as close as I can to the wreath. This way it helps avoid excess foiling. And then I'm going to bring in some foils that I have in my stash. This one here is a little green leaf foliage, and so I'm just using the leftover pieces. This is a reason why I keep all my spare pieces, because you never know when you need them, and I just keep them in a little bin. Even the inside pieces, when you foil something, I think it's handy to have. But we're going to trim a few small pieces for our little greenery, and then we'll do our, this is like a little foliage branch. I'm going to do that with gold foil. I thought we'd do a real pretty spring card today, so I'm going to bring in some greens and golds. I don't have any yellow, so I thought the gold would work. But for the flowers, I want to use some pink foil. We'll just cut a few of them, and I'm going to be foiling multiples because we're going to make our wreath nice and full of spring flowers. And then for this little flower, I thought we'd bring in a real pretty purple. So we'll just trim down a real small piece of the purple foil. Our machine's still heating up, so we have a little bit of time. I thought about doing that third flower, and I thought we'll just do 2 for today. And then there is a single leaf. I'm just going to take the extra pieces of our foil and trim out a few little green pieces of foil. Okay, now everything is ready to go. I'm taking my foil. When I put my Glimmer plates on my Glimmer machine, I put them face up, and I always put the foil face down on your Glimmer plate. Once we have that done, we'll grab some cardstock. I have a thin strip for the bottom row, and then I have a 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 inch for that top row. We'll just take our shim plate and then our top plate, and then I like to push the timer button. And then while that's going, I already brought in my Platinum 6 machine. The timer went off. I just edited that part out. I figured you didn't want to wait or see me put my machine in. But I'm going forward in reverse. And this is going to help seal that foil on the cardstock. We're going to do a little more foiling, so I'm redocking my base plate into the platform there. Now, we're not going to do any more die cutting or foiling with our wreath, so I'll take that off and kind of scoot all of them together so they can fit underneath one piece of cardstock. We'll add some more green foil, and then a piece of gold for that one flourish, and then a pink and a purple for our flowers. And my cord got in the way there. We've got to move that out of the way. Place our paper on top, and I pushed the timer button there. We added our shim and then our top plate. Now you get to see the results of the foiling. It's super gorgeous and pretty. I think it's just stunning. And then this is our greenery. It kind of got a little excess foiling, but I used my sand eraser to take off the excess. And then here is our beautiful wreath. Super shimmery and shiny. I just think it's gorgeous. We're going to add a couple more pieces of gold. Okay, Glimmer stopped flashing, so it means it's ready. I'm just going to run it through my Platinum 6, and then these are all done here. And then we're going to do one more set. We're just going to peel it off. Aren't they just gorgeous? Makes creating projects super easy. When you have the foiling, you really don't need to do much to it, and then you have the dies, so all you have to do is build a card, basically. Okay, we're going to do it one more time, but this time I'm going to add in a sentiment die. I'm using last month's Glimmer Hot Foil Club Kit sentiment dies. The one that I chose was Just For You. So I'm going to place that on my platinum, or my Glimmer Hot Foil plate there, and then I'm going to use pink foil to foil my Just For You sentiment. I was checking to see if I had any extra pieces. After our sentiment is ready to go, we'll just place our cardstock right on top, press our timer button, and then that will be all the foiling that we're going to be doing today. And I'm going to keep my little spare pieces. Like I said, I keep them in a little bin. And then the rest are so small we can just toss. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and take the coordinating dies and start die cutting. After everything is die cut, and I trimmed down my sentiment, and then I did use my sand eraser and erased all my little excess foiling. Now, as I die cut out my green wreath, I thought it was a little too greeny, and it took away from my kind of a spring themed card. So I foiled it with my gold foil and then just re-die cut that out. Now, just to give these a little bit of something extra, I'm taking my Copic markers and just doing some basic shading over my images here. And it's easy to do over the foiling. So you can kind of customize. You got the color of the foil, and then you can customize the color of your images too. I'm just finishing off with the flowers that are on my wreath. And then for my card base today, I chose a square one. So this is 4 1/4 by 4 1/4 inch square. So it will still fit an A2 size card base. Next, I'm taking some foam adhesive, and I'm going to add that behind my wreath. We're going to give our wreath a little bit of dimension. Just remove the release paper, and this wreath will fit beautifully inside the 4 1/4 by 4 1/4 inch square folding card here. Once that's centered, now we get the fun part of just arranging our little scene. I'm going to start off with the little gold flourishes. We're going to add a few. And I think I may have went a little bit overboard on my foiling images, but it's always good to have extras. You can always put extras on the inside of the card. So I just added foam adhesive to all my little elements and created a little cluster there. And then I thought about adding one more, and I thought that was just too much. I'm going to add some foam adhesive behind my sentiment, and again, this was from last month's Glimmer Club kit. It says Just For You. Lovely. For finishing touches, I am going to add some Nuvo glitter drops. These are White Blizzard. It's a clear iridescent, and I'm just adding a few dots here and there, and then dotting the center of the flowers. I want to keep it very spring and soft. But that's my card today, you guys, using the Glimmer Hot Foil Club kit of the month for March 2019. I hope I didn't say February earlier, but it's the March kit. I thank you so much for joining me, guys. Links are down below, and still shots are over on my blog if you want to check it out. Have a great weekend, and we will see you again real soon. Bye-bye.